The objective of this lesson is to solve word problems by adding or subtracting fraction decimal numbers. In previous lessons, students have used number lines, place value charts, and place value blocks to write, model, and read decimals to the hundredths. Students have discovered that a number written in decimal form is the same as a number written in fractional form, and vice versa. There are multiple paths to solving today's problems. Let's begin with the problem. Alberto drinks water and a sports beverage during practice to stay hydrated. During today's practice, he drank a bottle that contained 6/10 liters of water and a bottle that contained 24/100 liters of a sports beverage. How many liters of fluid did he drink? The expression to represent the problem is 6/10 plus 24/100. Let's use a hundredths grid to solve. The first add-in is 6/10. Color in 6 columns on the first hundredths grid. Notice that 6/10 is the same as 60/100. The next add-in is 24/100. Color in 24 squares. Now add the two hundredths grids together for a total of 84/100 of a liter. Another way to solve would be to use a place value chart. The first add-in is 6/10. Place a 0 in the ones column and a 6 in the tenths column. The next add-in is 24/100. Place a 0 in the ones column, a 2 in the tenths column, and a 4 in the hundredths column. Add the digits starting in the hundredths column. Nothing plus 4/100 is 4/100. Some students may choose to write a 0 in the hundredths column for the first add-in in order to align the digits properly. It is okay to write a 0 in the hundredths column for 6/10 because 6/10 is the same as 60/100. The next digits to add are the tenths column. 6/10 plus 2/10 equals 8/10. Write the decimal and then the ones column. 0 ones plus 0 ones is 0 ones. The answer is 84/100 of a liter. Let's solve one more problem. Alberto ran the 200-meter dash in 24 32/100 seconds last season. This season, his fastest time was 22 75/100 seconds. How many seconds faster is he running this season? The expression to represent this problem is the 24 32/100 seconds from last season, subtract the 22 75/100 seconds from this season. Let's solve using place value blocks. To model 24 32/100, place 2 large cubes in the tens place, 4 flats in the ones place, 3 rods in the tenths place, and 2 unit cubes in the hundredths place. Start by subtracting the 5/100. There are not enough hundredths, so one of the tenths must be regrouped into 10/100. There are now 12 hundredths. Subtract 5 of the hundredths for a difference of 7 hundredths. Next, subtract 7/10. There are only 2 tenths to subtract from, so regroup one of the ones into 10/10. There are now 12 tenths. Subtract 7 of the tenths for a difference of 5/10. Now, place the decimal between the ones and tenths, and then subtract 2 ones from 3 ones for a difference of 1 1. Then subtract 2 tens from 2 tens for a difference of 0 tens. The difference is 1 57/100 of a second faster this season. The objective for this lesson was to solve word problems by adding or subtracting fraction decimal numbers. We met this objective by solving real-world addition and subtraction problems using hundredths grids, place value blocks, and a place value chart.